Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2019. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Alex, Mino Kate, Poke. Thank you guys so much for being here and your kind messages. Hello Leontio, how are you doing? So we are going to start off with Charizard. I know I streamed Charizard last week. I think on Friday I did it. The issue is the video file, when I tried to download it from Twitch, it wouldn't let me. Hello Alan, thank you so much for being here. Well, it would let me, but then every time the audio was out of sync and there were audio parts missing, so even when I tried to sync up the audio, it just wasn't letting me. So here we are again with Charizard. We're gonna give this deck another shot. Last time it worked out, but we have already gone through all of the top 5 decks in the standard format. We're gonna take a look at some of the less powerful options, but nevertheless viable ones. And we're gonna start with Charizard, then we're gonna follow up with Blastoise, and we're gonna finish with Venusaur. So we have the whole Gen 1 starter Pokemon theme going for today. I am doing well, Alan. Thank you so much for asking. How are you doing yourself? So we're gonna start with Charizard, 150 HP, its ability Roaring Resolve. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for 2 fire energies. For up to 2 fire energies, attach them to Charizard and you place 2 damage counters on it if you do that. And then continuous Blaze Bolt deals 30 damage plus 50 more for each fire energy you discard. So with this ability, you're doing a minimum of 130 damage. And if you attach an energy, then you're dealing 180, which is a pretty key number for a lot of Pokemon. and if you have a choice band on it, you deal 210, which is the best number to have against all the non-tag team Pokemon. That is a 1-hit KO on all the competitively viable non-tag team Pokemon without any buffs like bodybuilding dumbbells or something. But pretty decent and powerful attack. The issue is, of course, it is a stage 2. We're only running a 4 Charmander, 4 Charizard, and 4 Rare Candy line, so no Charmeleon. We're not gonna be able to power up more than 4 Charizards, but that is where the Flareon-GX comes in. 210 HP, and its attack heat stage does 30 damage, and you may attach up to 3 fire energy cards from your hand to your Pokemon in any way you like. So pretty decent attack. Bright Flame also does 190 damage and you discard 2 fire energy from this Pokemon. Flareon-GX is basically a really good Pokemon to dump energy onto in order to try and use Bright Flame at some point, but it's more importantly used for its GX attack in the super late game where you've already gone through a lot of fire energies, either by discarding to find resources with Ultra Ball or retreating, or just by attacking with Charizard. And that's when you use Power Burner GX, where you deal 20 damage for each fire energy card in your own discard pile. Now we have triple Jirachi to help us with its ability Stellar Wish. We do take a look at the top 5 cards and grab a trainer card there and put it into our hand so we can find more draw supporters, or we can find the Rare Candy that we're missing, or the Ultra Ball to set up a Charizard. And we also have an Absol to try and stop the Zapdos decks from just going crazy on our Pokemon. Now, supporters wise, we have the 4 Lillie, 3 Cynthia, 1 Bill's Analysis, and 3 Guzma. I have given Bill's Analysis the benefit of the doubt before. 1 Victini Prism Star could actually be a decent choice for the deck, Alex. It does cost 2 fire, but it does basically the same as Flareon's GX attack, right? And it would be another non-GX attacker, so maybe there's merit. You definitely have the spare attachments in this deck to where I would definitely consider the Victini Prism Star. I think that's a pretty good call. I'm not sure what I would take out for it though. Items wise, we have 4 Nest Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, and 4 Rare Candy for maximum consistency. We have an extra Pokémon Communication, but with only 14 Pokemon, it's not as great. Maybe an Eevee Soda might actually be better, but I don't really want to flip. We also have an Energy Recycler to put energy back into a deck. We have a Stretcher to get back any Pokemon we might need. And we have the Heat Factory to draw extra cards and the Shrine of Punishment to get that little bit of extra damage. 2 Choice Bands, 2 Escape Ropes, round out the deck, and definitely the Victini Prism Star. You know what? I'm going to take out the Absol for the Victini Prism Star. Absol is pretty okay. Yeah, 20 damage for each basic energy card into your discard pile, and then you shuffle those cards. Let's go with the Victini Prism Star. So let's save the deck, make sure we do that, and then we have Blastoise and Venusaur coming up after we use Charizard. So let's see what we can do in the ladder with Charizard. Henry, I am doing well, thank you. How about yourself? Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for stopping by. And so we're looking for an opponent. We're just gonna grind the ladder a little bit. We'll see what we can do with this deck. I did play this deck before, and initially I think I liked the Elms with Ninetales version a little bit better. This did too well at a Japanese tournament, so good reason to use it, right? We do get to go first, which is awesome, especially when playing a stage 2, because then you can start evolving on your turn 2, and this is a pretty solid hand. Pretty solid hand, not gonna lie. My opponent immediately concedes. Not sure why that was, but we'll take it. Hello Jedi, how are you doing? And so we get our first win with the deck, though obviously that doesn't count. And we get a bunch of coins, which we can't use. Maybe I should sometimes grind on my other account. Probably not though, because it doesn't have all the blingy cards. Okay, so let's find an actual opponent. Hopefully we get to go first once again. Lightning fighting on Psychic. No metal. I think this will be Turbo Pikarom. Yeah, that makes sense. Henry, I have not sent out the Tablemon GX card, and I can definitely sign it for you. I would be happy to do so. I would be more than happy to sign the card for you. Are you planning on being at any tournaments anytime soon? So here's the thing. Luis, thank you so much for resubbing 7 months. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. How are you doing? So here's the thing. I don't trust Mexican mail. Yeah, that's a fact. Do not trust the Mexican mail. So because of that, I only send the cards when I'm in the United States. Then I go to a postal office and I send the cards. So the next time I'll be in the United States to do that will be in April, when I'm playing in Denver. So that's when I will mail out the cards. Yeah, the next batch of Tablemon GXs. Hello Josh. Hello Frank. Okay, so this is, I would assume, Turbo Pikarom. Yeah, so it's gonna be a tough matchup for sure, because of the potential. Like, if we don't have an immediate response to the full blitz onto itself, we're gonna really struggle here, I think. Definitely gonna bench the Victini, attach a choice band, attach an energy, and then Lillie. That's definitely the plan. See an attachment, we see a Lillie for 4. Attachments in that deck are pretty free because you have multiple energy switch to just move the energy around, which is pretty good. And we just see a pass, so for a turbo deck, my opponent's start was definitely not very turbo. Let's hope we get a better one. I can retreat into a Jirachi, which is decent. We do see that no Charmanders are prized, 1 Charizard is prized, but that's okay. We don't need 4 Charizards against a Tag Team GX deck. In theory, we would only need 2, but that is only in theory. And so I'll Stellar Wish. Ooh, the communication is actually pretty nice to establish a second Charmander. I would assume my opponent will not be very successful in getting a knockout next turn. However, hand doesn't really allow for a big Lillie, so that's our issue. And if we lose the Jirachi, we're definitely gonna be in trouble. We see the Nest Ball. That was my opponent's top deck, I would assume. Otherwise, he probably would have played it before. The Coco Prism Star is pretty scary. That will probably mean that my opponent will end up... Yep. He's gonna be able to use... Pikachu and Zekrom this turn. No questions asked. He must be holding an energy switch. He's gonna use Dance of the Ancients, attach, energy switch, retreat. Well, retreat, then energy switch, KO me with full blitz, and then fully power up. We won't be able to. Yep. We will not be able to get an attack off here. Most likely. And I don't see any reason why you wouldn't power yourself up if you're my opponent here. There's no humanly possible way for me to get a KO on the Pikachu and Zekrom. I actually don't mind this let loose. I actually appreciate the let loose. And to say we're in trouble would be an understatement. You were going to Denver, but you don't think you will be going to anymore. Okay, so yeah, chooses to power himself up. I have 2 Guzmas and 2 Fires. So you can see why this deck definitely cannot compete, right? Okay, so Onion Frank is being very silly today. So I will have to time out him. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and concede. There's no chance for me in this match. Yeah, this deck just requires too much setup at some points. So it's an option. Like Charizard itself is a very powerful card. But when trying to make it work, that's where the deck really just ends up falling on its face, honestly. That is where the deck just ends up falling on its face. So, and we go second yet again. Decent-ish start, especially if I can find a Lillie off of the Stellar Wish. If I had Lillie in the deck, I would be more comfortable here, but oh well. Okay. Sorry, I was making sure that Onion Frank TV was timed out for whatever reason he's trying to use foul language in the stream. Anyways, Luis, have you noticed that when your opponent plays Pokémon Communication, TCG doesn't show you the Pokemon he puts in the deck? Yes, I have. It's unfortunate that they do that. Right? It's really unfortunate that they actually do that. Wow, what a hand for my opponent. It's really unfortunate that they do that because now, like, that's not... It's definitely not how it works in real life. We get let loosed immediately after the Lillie, so my opponent's hand off of the Lillie draw was obviously not very good. Ours isn't too great after the Stellar Wish, but that Lillie definitely makes up for it. So do I Lillie and then Stellar Wish, or do I Stellar Wish and then Lillie? I think I Lillie and then Stellar Wish, because I'm looking for, ooh, I'm looking for Nestwells, and that's exactly what I got. So now what I'm looking for is more rare candies. Which one is priced? I wouldn't mind a builds analysis for sure. Stellar Wish, there we go. You ask for it, you get it, I guess. Because of the Absol, it's not gonna be easy for us to retreat. So we'll see what happens here. We shall see what happens. Okay. And wow, we get the immediate win for whatever reason. We'll take it, I guess. We shall take it. Okay. So now we're up against Max Hernandez. Can we please start? Nope. We haven't been able to start a game other than that first one where we got the immediate concession. This is a pretty solid hand though, for sure. No complaints. And we might be up against Guardy, which I wouldn't mind at all. Or we might be up against Gramble, which I think should also be a decent-ish matchup. Well, actually, probably not. Gramble probably not the best matchup. But the bold picks does confirm that we are not up against Gramble. This does confirm that we're not up against Gramble, which is good. You made a fun Zoroark Beedrill deck. Okay. Beedrill, the one, is there, well, I don't know how many Beedrills there are, but I assume it's the one where you attach a rainbow and then you're able to KO whatever is in front of you. So we do see an Ultra Ball for Lele for what I assume is going to be Lillie, right? I assume so. Oh, it's a Silvally deck. Interesting. So I guess our ladder score is a little bit on the low side. We see a Cernia's Prison Star. Path of Life. Once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from your bench to become your active Pokemon, you may move any number of fairy Pokemon, of energy rather, from your other Pokemon to it. Why would you move anything other than fairy energy? No idea. I mean, Bright Horns, 160 damage, and this Pokemon can't use Bright Horns during your next turn. Okay, so my opponent already has a DCE right there. This Ultra Ball, I think... I kind of like the fact that I already have the potential for 2 Charizards here. One Rare Candy is prized. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have energy, so he'll probably KO Charmander, or we find a lot of Nest Balls off of this Lillie and or Jirachi. Not quite what we're looking for. So I think an Ultra Ball is good to get rid of here. I mean, basically I need the Charmander with the energy to survive so that I can knock out the incoming Silvally. We'll see. I mean, I don't mind him getting the Silvally cards, I just don't want him to get a KO on a Charmander, on the one with energy. If he does, well, it's gonna be rough. The energy guarantee for us is pretty decent. Hello, Alexis. I am doing well, thank you. How about you? Main attack is Zoroark, hard to keep the Whittles alive. Yep. But it took down Pigorum, yeah. I can see how the 3-for-1 price trade-off can be pretty good. So my opponent is playing all the memories, right? And he's playing the Machiarna. Okay, so there's a Lillie. So our Charmander is definitely going to live here. Does have the water memory immediately in his hand. Verena Force is pretty nice with Silvally, and my opponent will be able to get a knockout here. But I think that if you're not gonna take down the Charmander here, then expect the worst. Because now I definitely have guaranteed KO on Silvally, which is pretty good. Okay, so he does pick up the water thing, which makes sense to save it for the next Silvally. We're hoping for a rare candy. Oh, I guess no rare candies prize because I have one in my hand. Henry, that would be great. If you do, let me know and I can bring the card there. It'll be much easier and much safer. Yeah? Like, I won't be able to ship it. I guess I'll bring the card there anyways, because that would be when I ship it. Okay, pretty good. That would be when I would ship it to you. But if you're there, I'll just give it to you personally. Okay, so Roaring Resolve lets me get 2 more energies. That's 230 damage, and so we're trading 2 for 1 here, which is pretty decent. Then we're gonna go ahead and Lillie. No Rare Candy. right? No Rare Candy, which sucks. I'll go ahead and discard the Lillie, grab an energy. That way I have less chance of top taking energy, and so I'm gonna get 2 prizes here, plus my Cynthia, plus my Jirachi. Hopefully I can set up another Charizard. I assume I'm going to lose this one to another DC Seal Valley plus the water type thing. The promotion of Makiarna definitely indicates that my opponent already has the Seal Valley. He might be missing the DCE. I think that's the card I would bet on him missing. Yeah, definitely, Henry. That works. That works. We're gonna see an Ultra Ball, discarding Nest Ball, and Shaman. Interesting. So maybe my opponent's playing either Counter Energy or Counter Gain. Ooh, we're gonna get let loose here. We are going to get let loose, not before my opponent evolves into Ninetales. Shedinja helps for your opponent not taking a prize from Beedrill. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Fitting 2 stage 1s and 1 stage 2 lines seems a bit difficult though. Adventure Back plus Ultra Ball. Psychic Memory and EXP sure makes sense. That, yeah, the Prism Cernias actually is pretty scary here. Paul Hebs, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome guys, thank you so much Paul for the raid. How are you doing? How's your stream? Thank you so much. How was your stream? Okay, so there's a Water Memory and then we're gonna see a Let Loose. So pretty long turn for my opponent, and he did thin quite a bit. Yeah, quite a bit here. I get Rare Candy and double Nest Ball. I mean, since I am a non-GX deck, I do have a little bit of time. Oh, just gets the DCE off of the Let Loose, rips it. Okay. This Valley deck was posted in a Funtil site, was it? Okay. The stream is going very nicely so far, Paul. Thank you so much for asking. Thank you so much for asking. Yeah, I am using Charizard, but we're definitely struggling here. definitely struggling. Okay, so I need a huge Jirachi draw here. If I want to KO the Seal Valley, realistically, I'm not going to be able to KO the Seal Valley, though. But that's okay, I think. Like, I'm in no hurry to KO the Seal Valley. How many energy so far? 6. The Eevee is down. But I do have the Stretcher, so at any point I could end up using Flareon-GX with 9 energies plus a Choice Band to get a KO. Let's go ahead and Viridian, the fire, 40 fire, obviously. And Stellar Wish for Lillie. Okay, we'll take the Lillie for sure. So here's what I'm thinking. I commit a Choice Band to one Charmander and an energy to the other. Am I lucky enough to get Charizard and Escape Board off of this Lillie? Maybe I think I can probably get the Charizard, but not the Escape Board. Just for the small chance. Yeah, I'm just gonna Lillie. Straight up. Okay. So still a chance. Now I need a very specific 3 cards. Probably not gonna happen, but you never know. Get another Choice Band, that's fine. So I can do this. I am in trouble, however. Like, I might not be able to promote Jirachi. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It's okay that we're a little bit behind here, though. See an attachment there. That makes sense. We're gonna lose the Jirachi. By having the Choice Bands and the energy spread on the Charmanders, we're telling my opponent, you're not gonna KO me this turn. Like, you're not going to be able to prevent me from taking 2 more prizes on the Seal Valley. You got 2 cups this weekend. Blounce and Pigrom are the plays. That seems very solid, Josh. That definitely seems very solid. I hope Parker does well in both. Yeah, so I don't know what my opponent's holding in his hand, but if he had a Guzma, I feel like he would have already played it. This is tough though. Yeah, so there's a Guzma. Goes after the one with the energy. That's fine by me. That is fine by me, I think. Change clothes. Wait. Oh, he used the ability. Oh my gosh. Well, that was worst case scenario, I guess. That was actually worst case scenario. Okay, I do find a Guzma. And now I don't have the energy. Now I don't have... Now what I'm missing is the energy. Jeez. Okay, it's definitely the Rare Candy here. Ugh. Okay, there's 10 energy in my discard pile right now. Wait. Oh, wait. The only thing I can Guzma is the Ninetales. Will my opponent have the return Guzma? Oh, jeez. This is awful. I mean, oh, I have knockout on Lillie. I think I should actually do that. I actually think I should do that. Yeah, definitely get the KO with Lillie. On Lillie. I forgot I had already placed that 10 damage. Okay, so this last Charizard is going to have to be the game-winning Charizard. And we do have the Guzma. We're going to take 2 prizes. Yeah, I completely forgot I had the Lillie left. I had the Lillie to KO. I think I should Energy Recycler and power up this Charizard. That way if my opponent doesn't Guzma, I win. Or do I wait to use the Energy Recycler to make my... Well, what could I possibly want to top deck though? If I top deck energy, I win. So never mind. I should. But yeah, I'll use this. I create the win condition of if you don't have Guzma, I immediately win. And if you do have Guzma, well, so be it. But I think I did prize on energy. So I could just get the energy here. Cynthia, Guzma, not quite. 1, 2, 9. Yeah, I did prize 1 energy, I think. Thank you so much for the follow, Yuki. How are you doing? Jedi. Okay, there's a Cynthia, so we win. We win. Next Roxy stream, I don't know. Last one was a surprise even for me. So I am going out of town this weekend to a special event. So maybe she'll choose to stream then. I honestly don't know. So yeah, we KO'd the Lillie thanks to the 1 turn of shrine damage that we got. We see another Steel Valley, that's fine. We have the game won here. We have 100% won this game. I don't know why I wasn't looking at the Lillie KO. But it's fine. We are good. Charizard can load several energy several times in different turns. Yes, that is correct, Garave. That is correct. Okay, so I did top deck the energy, so even if I hadn't used the ability, I would have won. And so that is exactly 210 damage for the KO. Perfect. Perfect, Rooney. My maths are right. So yeah, Charizard can load energy several times at different turns. That is correct. And boop. So Charizard, it's a decent deck overall if it gets going. Like if you get 2 Charizards out at once, then it's really difficult to stop. The issue is getting to that point. Yeah, the issue is definitely getting to that point. But definitely a decently powerful deck. And so if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like. It really helps out the channel. And if you're live with me on Twitch, don't go anywhere, guys. We're now going to be moving on to Blastoise. Yeah, we're gonna be taking a look at Blastoise, see if the deck can keep up our win streak that we currently have. So don't go anywhere, guys. I will be right back in just a second.